Welcome to Generally Speaking, the off-season edition. I'm your host, Angelo Fioris, also known as at NJ_Generals on Twitter. I want to bring in my next guest. He's a new signee of the New Jersey Generals. He's a graduate of the Citadel. He's a linebacker, and his name is Willie Eubanks III. Willie, welcome to the Generals. Welcome to Generally Speaking. How are you?
Good. How about yourself? Thank you for
Good.
having me.
Yeah, welcome. I'm glad to have you. We've been trying to get as many of the new guys as possible to join the show. It seems like every time I turn around, the Generals are signing 4 or 5 new guys, and you were on that list of the most recent guys. And I got to tell you, I think you set the record between first contact to being on the show. You acted the quickest of everybody, so thank you.
No problem.
All right, awesome. So Willie, let's talk about it. You were a linebacker at Citadel. You played for 5 years, but tell me about what it was like in high school. You were a two-way player in school.
Yeah. In high school coming up, I played running back and linebacker. Um, just I just always like being on the offense side of the ball. But as I got further into my high school career, I like being on the defense side of the ball more. So going into my senior year, I started going to camps for a linebacker, and I just knew in college I wanted to play the linebacker position.
So was it like just a personal preference when you shifted, concentration of position, or did like someone push you that way because of maybe your size or your speed, or was it just like, hey, I like that more?
I want to say it was personal preference because I just like being on defense more. Just just something about just hitting someone or just making a big time play on defense just get me hype. So I tell you it was a personal decision.
Getting after it is what drives you, huh?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, you head to Citadel. You had a pretty good first year. You appeared in 5 games. What was it like acclimating yourself to now being a full-time linebacker at a university as opposed to school, high school?
The first year was a little different, just coming from high school to college. I'm just getting used to the speed of the game and the size difference from the people I was playing against. But yeah, my first year I got a Citadel, got to learn from a couple older guys that taught me the way, taught me the ropes of being a college linebacker. So ever since the first day I stepped on campus, I just wanted to learn from older guys until I got the position to teach people.
Nice. So you absorbed all that information and knowledge they had to share with you. And it paid off because going into your second year, you started all 11 games and you led the team with 80 tackles. What happened in that offseason or between seasons where you just blossomed into star of the defense or one of? Talk about that.
Going into that off season, I knew the one of the linebacker positions is going to be open due to a senior leaving, a senior
Okay.
graduating. So I just that whole offseason I was just just grinding, just trying to prove to the coaches that I'm somebody they can trust. Just put out there and be able to you know do what's do what I'm supposed to do what I'm coached to do. So um, I just always wanted to know going into the offseason I wanted to start that following year. So that was my whole mindset.
So you just had your sights on that open job and there was no one that was going to deny you because you were putting in that work to get there.
Yes, sir.
That's great. And you had a very good year. I mean, aside from the 80 tackles, you had a couple of interceptions, a couple fumble recoveries, sacks. I mean, you did it all. You were all over the place in that second year.
Yes, sir. I got to play beside another good linebacker named Noah Dawkins in the NFL right now. So just learning from him throughout the whole year and playing beside him, and just like I said, just getting as much knowledge as I can from him along throughout the season, and just help me till I am today.
And it must elevate your game just from like in the moment standpoint when you're playing next to somebody like that who's excelled already at the position. You just want to elevate yourself within the game to hang, right?
Yeah, you just want to, it's just kind of like a brother thing. I see my brother next to me doing, X, Y, and Z, and I just want to, be either at that level or even better. So just trying to, even though as my first year starting, he was like maybe a 3 year starter. I just wanted to prove to him and show him that he could trust me throughout the whole season.
Right, all right. You became and you blossomed into a veteran almost during that season, and you carried it over. Talking about getting better, heading into your junior year, you started every game. You had way more tackles than the year before. You went from 80 to 112, with like half of those being of the solo variety. So did your speed increase? Was your what happened there that you broke out?
Um, I want to say I got definitely got stronger and faster and more smarter. Being I was coming that going into my second year starting, so just seeing a lot of more things and having the game slow down a little bit for me. And also we had a new defensive coordinator come in that year, and he pretty much told me like that offseason that the defense is made for linebackers to make plays. So he felt like I was in a good position or had a good position to do what I do best and just fly around to the ball and make plays, and that's what I did.
I was about to ask you too, was there a coaching difference somewhere? That was my very next question, and you answered it for me. And the end result for you, Willie, was Southern Conference Defensive Player of the Month in September, and really just the year where you truly established yourself as the go-to guy on that defense.
Yes, sir. That whole year, we had a good defensive lines, good defensive back, and just wanted to be the linebacker that defensive line and defensive back depended on, and just knew was the leader on the team. So I just had to take upon that responsibility.
And then your senior year rolls around, and you've got those last 2 years of super success under your belt. And you still had a good year. You played 8 games. You started all 8 that you appeared, but you had some injury issues there at the end. What was the injury? And which is a shame because you were off to a fantastic start, 70 tackles in those 8 games.
Yes, sir. Want to say I end up first. My first injury, I end up spraining my AC joint, so that kept me out maybe like a couple of weeks throughout the season. But I just knew that was a small injury. I could just come back from that pretty soon. But going into my COVID year of my fifth year, I end up playing. I end up tearing my ACL after like the seventh game of the year.
And so that was the end of your season, and you shift your focus now to rehabbing and preparing yourself
Right.
for the next level, correct?
Yes, sir.
What was that like? Now your plans were all ready to prepare for the next level, but now you have to throw an entire rehab on top of that preparation. So what's the mindset like when you have to take that step back before you can take that step forward?
I definitely say it was tough. Just having to deal with like a major injury like that, going into trying to prepare to go to the next level. But a guy like me, I'm pretty strong minded. Just real like determined to, see my dreams unfold. So I ended up just, taking the rehab one day at a time, just going in, getting better at my training staff each and every day, and just having to make the most out of the opportunity.
You come out of rehab, you start working on your game, you start doing all those things that are necessary to be ready to put on a good combine performance and tryouts and everything else. Share with us, because we're the fans and the not players. So what's it like when you come out of school, you've done your rehab, you've prepared, and now like the tryout and the combine stuff starts happening? What's that like for you on your journey?
It was pretty tough because a guy like me, I didn't end up getting cleared until maybe around June. So I ended up having to miss like pro days and combines. I spent most of my time just getting my strength back and my legs, and just improving. Just getting the feeling back to being who I was before. First time I did get an opportunity was at an XFL showcase. Feel like I did pretty good there. And from that point on, I just kept working and just waiting to hear from a team or anything like that.
So you were at the showcase. When was that one? Was that the one like about 2 months ago or so?
Yes, sir. Want to say it was the end of June down in Dallas.
Oh, right, right. The one at the end of the summer, beginning of the summer, right. You came out of that. You had a good performance. Did you start getting attention from multiple teams?
Yeah, I got some attention from a few of the coaches there you know, that was coaching the on the coaching staff of some of the teams there. So I got a little attention from those guys.
You mean the XFL coaches?
Yes, sir.
I gotcha. And so you're on their showcase. You perform well. You make some contacts there. How does USFL come into the picture? What happened?
USFL comes in the picture. Talking to my agent Harold, he getting me contacts. I talked to one of the Tampa Bay coaches at one point in time, and then one day I just got a call from him, and he was like, he ended up sending my film over to the New Jersey Generals GM, and he just liked it, and just wanted to give me a contract then, and then from there.
So you got a call from director of player personnel, Mr. Devaney,
Yes, sir.
and so you get the contract offer. At that point, what's the decision making process? You went through the process with the other league, and now you get the offer from this league. How do you weigh out like opportunity and make that decision to lean one way or the other?
Honestly, it wasn't no pretty much decision making for me. Coming from having an injury my senior year, which hindered me from a lot of things that I really wanted to do. I just knew when I get my first opportunity, I was just gonna take advantage of it. Just whichever opportunity it was, whether it was the XFL, USFL, or NFL, like maybe a workout, anything like that. I just knew I was gonna take full advantage of my opportunity, and so once I was offered the contract, I was just ready to go.
Excellent. So now you're a member of the Generals. You're joining an excellent defense. A lot of competition at linebacker, and you must be excited about that. Now, chance to compete.
Yeah, yes, sir. That's my biggest thing. I love to compete. So just competing alongside my fellow teammates, just getting each other better each and every day. Um, just going out ready to work and just ready to have a great season with those guys.
That's excellent. Let me ask you a couple non-football questions, Willie. What kind of car are you driving right there?
Car I'm driving right now is a Dodge Challenger.
I like. What year?
Yes, sir. 2021.
Nice, nice. I like those cars. It's on my short list of new muscle cars that I like.
Yes, sir. It's a nice car.
Hell yeah. And tell me about what kind of hobbies you have. What do you do aside from football, Willie?
Aside from football, most of the time I just spend time just playing the game, or if I'm not playing my game, I might be, messing around with my dog, just spending time with him.
What kind of
Or if
dog you
not, then
got?
I'm gonna have American Bully.
All right. What's his name?
His name's Chrome.
Chrome?
Yes, sir.
That's a cool name. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to ask you because I know a lot of the listeners. I'm the wrong guy to ask the question, but what kind of gaming you doing?
Most of the time I'm just playing Madden.
All right. So that one I
love,
know.
yeah, I love Madden.
If you would have said like Apex or something like that, I've been like, what's that game? But Madden, I know. Awesome. Yeah. Who's your go-to Madden team?
Right now my go-to Madden team, I have to go with the Chiefs just because I have a hometown friend that's playing for the Chiefs right now.
Who's that?
And so Jalen Watson.
Oh, okay. That's your hometown friend?
We play high school ball together. So whenever I'm playing Madden, that's who I'm picking.
All right. That's cool. And when you're working out and you got the headphones on, what are you listening to?
My favorite artists like Gunna, Young Thug, Lil Baby, Future, just a lot of different artists. But yeah, I just listen to rap music most of the time just to get me going.
All right. Do you listen to any old school rap?
Yeah, I listen to old school rap as well.
Yeah, who's your favorite from the old school guys?
My favorite old school rap gotta be Snoop Dogg or Dr. Dre.
All right, that's cool. Now you're talking more of my era. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What's your favorite food?
I really like grilled chicken.
Grilled chicken?
Because I like chicken in general, but I feel like grilled chicken is more healthier, so that's why I prefer grilled chicken.
I knew you were going to throw the healthy factor in there.
Yeah, got to.
Have you spoken to any of the coaches on the team yet?
I haven't spoken to any of the coaches yet. I've talked to the general manager again, probably like a week or so ago. But he told me once things starting to get like the season started to get closer towards the season, then that's when I'd be in contact with the coaches and other players as well.
So they kind of just told you hang tight for the next couple of months and get ready for like February, March, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. Pretty much.
How excited are you for camp to start?
I'm very excited. It's been over a year since I was able to put a helmet on, so I know once camp starts, just being able just to be back on the field again and just doing what I love is just going to just have me more motivated than ever.
Right. It's finally start hitting again, right?
Yes, sir.
Willie, I think if if we kept talking, we could probably go on for a couple more hours, man. You're an awesome guest, and I love your story and your drive and your determination. It's it's all the qualities that it seems to me that all the new players the Generals have been signing possess all those similar qualities. So it's going to make for a really awesome camp with a lot of fun competition.
Yes, sir. Definitely going to be an awesome camp. Heading towards a great year.
Yeah, it's going to be a great year. You're joining a great defense. You're joining a team that was a foot away from making it to the championship game. And please stay in touch with us during the rest of this little off-season period. Let us know how you're doing, and then we'll definitely get together again as we get to camp and before the season.
Yes, sir. Definitely stay in contact.
All right, awesome. Willie Eubanks III. He's a new member of the New Jersey Generals. He's a linebacker, and I got a feeling he's going to be fun to watch. Thanks for listening.